40. That is where Ross Chastain started the Coca-Cola 600 in May of 2025. Dead last. He had crashed in practice, missed qualifying, and rolled off in a backup car. 400 laps later, he was in victory lane, and he had led 8 of them. 8 laps out of 400. That was not luck. Over the last 3 seasons, it has become the way this driver wins races, and the numbers behind it tell a story almost nobody has told. Start with the whole thing. 282 Cup starts. 6 wins. 1,907 laps led. On paper, that reads like a solid mid-pack career. Split it by season and it stops being one career at all. From 2017 to 2019, Chastain drove for Premium Motorsports, an underfunded single-car team with a different sponsor on the hood almost every week. In 2019, his average starting spot was 33.6, and his average finish was 28.2. Across those 3 seasons combined, he led 12 laps. Not 12 laps a race, 12 laps total. Laps led per start in 2018 was 0.0. In 2019, 0.3. He was not slow, he was underfunded. Chastain is an 8th-generation watermelon farmer out of Alva, Florida, and for most of a decade the farm was the reason he could keep racing at all. In September of 2018, he won an Xfinity race at Las Vegas in Chip Ganassi's car, backed by a company called DC Solar, and got signed for a full-time ride the following year. On the 18th of December, the FBI raided DC Solar's offices in what became a near-billion-dollar fraud case. Ganassi shut the team down within days. Chastain lost the ride before he ever drove it. Then came 2020, and the cleanest natural experiment you will find in this sport. 8 starts across 3 different teams. He ran the Daytona 500 for Spire. After Ryan Newman's last lap crash, Roush Fenway put him in the number 6 Ford for 3 races. Same driver, better equipment, 4 weeks apart. His average finish went from 28.2 to 21.9. 2021 brought a full-time Ganassi ride, the number 42, and a crew chief named Phil Surgeon who would stay with him for 5 years. Average start, 19.8. Average finish, 18.6. 62 laps led, 1.7 per start. And then 2022. Trackhouse Racing bought Ganassi's NASCAR operation in the June before, and Chastain moved into the new number 1 car. What happened next is the largest single-season jump on this chart by a distance. 692 laps, led, 19.2 per start, from 1.7 to 19.2 in one offseason, a factor of 11. Average finish, 13.3, 15 top 5s, second in the championship. That is also the year of Martinsville. Last lap, hand off the wheel, car against the wall at full throttle, 5 positions gained, and the last spot in the championship 4. NASCAR said it was inside the rulebook that day, then ruled it illegal before the next season started. Here is where it gets strange. Everyone remembers 2022 as the beginning. The data says it was the peak. 2023, 640 laps led, 17.8 per start, still elite. 2 more wins, Nashville from the pole and the Phoenix finale with 157 laps led, the biggest single race of his career. But his average finish slipped to 15.0, and positions gained per race fell to plus 0.58, the lowest of his Trackhouse era. 2024, 311 laps led, 8.6 per start. Half of 2023, 2025, 83 laps led, 2.3 per start. From 19.2 to 2.3 in 3 seasons. An 88% collapse in the same car number on the same team with the same crew chief. And in the middle of that collapse, he won the Coca-Cola 600 from 40th. Now look at the position swing. In 2025, his worst speed year at Trackhouse, he gained 3.22 positions per race, his best figure since the premium years. In 2022 and 2023, when the car was fast, he gained 1.17 and 0.58. When the car went away, he went back to driving through the field. That is the whole shape of him in 2 numbers. Split the career at 2022 and compare average finish by track type. Short tracks, 25.8 before, 13.3 after, 12.5 positions. Intermediates, 26.1 to 15.4. Road courses, 21.6 to 15.6. Super speedways, 20.2 before, 20.3 after, nothing. Trackhouse rebuilt every kind of racetrack on the schedule except the one he is most famous for. And superspeedways carry a 25.8% DNF rate for him, against 5.0% on road courses. 1 in 4 plate races ends early. His one superspeedway win, Talladega in 2022, came with a single lap lead. He was not fast there that day either. He was just still running at the end, which, at those places, is most of the job. The best track of his career is the Circuit of the Americas, 10.5 average finish over 6 starts. Then Sonoma at 14.3. His worst is Pocono, 26.5 over 11 starts. So the driver, the whole sport knows for one last lap gamble, is, by the numbers, a road racer. And he is worst at exactly the tracks where last lap gambles decide the race. 2026 so far. 23 starts, no wins, 4.6 laps led per start, and for the first time since 2021, he is finishing worse than he starts. Minus 0.83, new crew chief, Brandon McSwain, in his first full-time job in the series. 6 wins. Average starting spot across all 6, 17th. Only one of them involved leading more than 100 laps. Ross Chastain stopped being the fastest car on the track a while ago. He became the hardest one to keep behind you. If you want his gear, the wind shirts, the Melon Man hats, the Trackhouse pit jackets, all of it is at happyhourracing.com. Go find your driver.